The pollution of New Zealand's waterways is becoming an increasingly worrying problem for New Zealand citizens and marine ecology. It seems that due to our large agricultural economy, waterways become polluted by excess nitrogen and phosphate saturating our soil and leaching into our waterways. Let me break it down for you. Farms are producing nitrogen and phosphate from modern intensive farming practices such as fertilizer and animal urine. These excessive inputs are leaching into the groundwater table through the soil and polluting rivers, lakes, and water catchment areas, meaning our lakes are polluted with phosphate and nitrate. Let's take Waikato's Lake Wakere for example. This lake is so polluted it's called the Fanta Lake due to its orange color. It's so polluted that locals are also said not to go near it. The reason it is this deep orange color is because rivers that feed it take the runoff from farming. This excess leachate pollution is feeding algae that previously resided in the lake. As these artificial nutrients in water acts as a food source, algae begins to multiply creating algal blooms. Now algal blooms deplete oxygen which kills fish and other organisms and degrades the health of the water source. So what can be done about it? While there is certain oxidizing products that could possibly help cases like Lake Wakere, my business idea focuses on prevention. Introducing Nutrosolve. Nutrosolve consists of creating what is called a riparian barrier, riparian being the zone in between land and lakes or streams. Nutrosolve is essentially selling a specifically bred and patent type of harakeke, New Zealand flax, that will be planted in riparian zones and will act as a riparian barrier to absorb excess nitrogen and leachate phosphate. How this works is Nutrosolve's flax will be specifically bred so that the roots, which are already proven to harvest nutrients from the soil, are more larger and fibrous, making them especially absorbent. The concept is that the flax will act as a barrier when the leachate moves through the soil. As soon as the leachate tries to move through the riparian barrier, the flax roots will absorb and consume all nitrate and phosphate byproducts, so that by the time the leachate hits the waterways, it will no longer have traces of nitrogen or phosphorus. The reason the plants are so great is because they are environmentally friendly, native to New Zealand, and typically thrive in riparian zone environments. So how does Nutrosolve intend to support sustainability? Well, Nutrosolve looks to reduce agricultural pollution of waterways by nitrate leaching, creating a more healthy environment for generations to come. Let's look at the 3 pillars of sustainability. First we have economic. Nutrosolve caters to the encouragement of New Zealand's agricultural economy, possibly looking at growth while cutting down on pollution. For environmental, Nutrosolve looks at creating cleaner waterways and a more sustainable marine ecology. For social, Nutrosolve will be creating more jobs and ensuring environments communities can be proud of. With cleaner lakes and rivers, recreational activities such as fishing and swimming can be enjoyed without worrying about the water quality. For Kaitiakitanga, Nutrosolve specifically protects the life force, which is supposedly in rivers and lakes. Nutrosolve looks to not only prevent waterways from being polluted, but also encourages the growth of native New Zealand plants. Utilitarianism. Nutrosolve maximizes the agricultural economy's growth and reduces its largest negative, which is pollution. So how will Nutrosolve intend to keep its main stakeholders happy? Under regional control, farmers already legally have to limit, control, or mitigate nutrient leachate. This could mean the reduction of stock and production to avoid a large excess of nitrate pollution, meaning less inputs, which also mean less outputs. Using Nutrosolve as a mitigation strategy will let them maintain or increase production and stock, potentially meaning a larger agricultural economy. This increase in production is the reason why farmers will invest in Nutrosolve. For the government, agriculture is New Zealand's largest economy. It is understandable that the government would see it in their best interest to want to increase agronomy growth and create a cleaner New Zealand image. Nutrosolve can simultaneously achieve both goals by taking away the limited inputs due to pollution and leaving cleaner waterways. Fertilizer companies may see it in their best interest to become suppliers for Nutrosolve, as the prevention of pollution may increase their sales from farms. In conclusion, Nutrosolve not only aims to help prevent nitrate pollution through a viable, environmentally friendly way, but also looks at the well-being of New Zealand as a whole. Thanks for watching.
created using Powtoon.